Well, I think this plant one wins the best plant name to date so far that I've covered on this series of sequences. This is Catalpa bignonioides Aurea, and it has the common name of the golden Indian bean tree, and it gets that common name from the fact that as a full-blown mature tree it produces seed pods that look very much like very long runner beans. We struggle to get a tree that will grow like that in this part of the UK, and an alternative option to grow this tree is to pollard it, and by pollarding it you cut it back relatively hard every winter time, and what that does is over time the trunk of the tree thickens up. From the fingers that project from that trunk that you're cutting back every year, you get an increasingly more dense canopy. And one of the beauties of doing that is that as the plant matures, the leaves over time get gradually larger. And in the case of this particular form of Catalpa, you get this glorious, almost acid green sheen to the leaves in very late in the season when most things are starting to go over. It needs a relatively sheltered site, but one of the advantages of pollarding is that it keeps it in check, and it means that if your space isn't that enormous, it allows you to grow what would otherwise be a very large tree in a pretty small space. And you can pollard other trees and shrubs, but just do some homework to make sure that they do in fact lend themselves to that treatment. So this is Catalpa bignonioides Aurea.